welcome to the Shelly Studio, and this is a video hop. This is a Dollar Tree challenge. So the challenge was to use stuff from the Dollar Tree. We can incorporate some of our own things. I will probably be incorporating paint and glue. And hopefully that's it. So we were allowed to spend $10 and see what we could come up with. So here's what I got. So I have a candlestick. Okay, so the idea is to make a display like this. I have 3 frames, so there's 10 items here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 3, 6, 9. Okay. Well, at least that way if I need something else I can run to the dollar store and get it. Okay, so what is in my head is a display where you put this, put that. I'm going to make that hollow inside, and I'm hoping to have this where I can pull it out and like change out artwork. So I'm hoping to do a ATC card, so you can display your favorite ATC card of the month or whatever. And so I have the crystal, the frames. This is going to be a finial. Yeah, it's a brush, but let's see if I can open it. So I don't know how easy this is going to be to see, but the plan is to deconstruct this thing, take this out, and use that as the knob, see, to pull, you know, anyway. This feels kind of cool. I wonder what I could do with these. Anyway, not stiff enough for ink brush. Alright, so I'm going to build this up. I've got an elastic bandage. We'll see where that comes in handy. I have some binder clips, and these ones I bought for the magnets. I'm hoping to be able to attach the ATC in some way, so it's either binder clippy or magnets. And then, yeah, I wanted to decorate the frame, but I didn't want, they didn't have any, like, could have done hearts or flowers, but they didn't have any little ones. They had big ones. And I just want something little just to give it more interest. I'll probably paint over these. These are silver, but you know, I've really never described what I was going to do before I did it on a video. So that it's usually a nice surprise or a bad surprise. I guess this is not live, so if it doesn't work out, nobody will see this but me. Alright, so I'm going to take things apart. I'm going to try and deconstruct some of these frames and make it into like a little case. Yeah, so we'll start with that, and I'll probably fast forward through the rest of this. Okay. Alright, so here we go. I do want to apologize in advance. I need to have a display where I can see what's actually showing in camera. It cuts off a little bit near the bottom. I tend to bring the things towards myself as I'm creating, and I apologize for that. I also want to remind everybody this is part of a video hop, so there are a few other people. I don't know the number as of recording this, how many people are joining this hop, so make sure you check the links in the description box below, and that will help you. Right here I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to disassemble the top of this frame. It's got like these flat metal pieces as the joints rather than staples, and it's not wood. It's like some sort of styrofoamish stuff. I don't know if I would have picked a different one if I'd have known. I was going for the most square so they would glue together easy, and so I mean, it turns out in the end it's all going to be painted, so it's not too bad that I
kind of damaged the frame. So I'm pulling these out with pliers, these little metal pieces, and all the styrofoam comes out with it. I just filled that up with glue, let it dry, harden. But one of them I pull off and it breaks. You can see that it broke. So I will be using glue to put that back together. And this is a really, really old tube of jeweler's glue. It's for gluing gemstones into rings and things, and for gluing metal together. And it's super, super old. It's from Eileen's. I'm sure they probably still make it. I believe it's Eileen's. It looks like her symbol on there. Anyway, and I use that to glue everything back together. And I'm using that binder clip to hold it, and I'm just putting that puzzle box in there, trying to keep it square. It does not end up perfectly square. I should have thought about that before I started, and had something prepared to hold that in place. But you know how it goes. But see how I'm like so far down at the bottom of the screen? I apologize for that. And a very messy gluer, but again, it's all gonna get paint. Alright, so now we have the makeup brush, and that was actually kind of hard to cut off of there, and once I cut it off of there, I used pliers to pull it out of the center, because it's just basically glued down in there. I do end up using a little bit of that for another project, so you'll have to check that out. Sorry for the coughing. Alright, so on the back of frames it has these little tabs to hold the images and the cardboard backing in, and I'm just pulling those out because this is going to be the center section, and I actually end up pulling it out of all of them.
Okay, so you saw me maybe glue this back together. Not real wood, don't be fooled. But I wanted the square frame because I'm gonna stick them together like this, so that makes it smoother, right? So I had a lot of ideas of how I was gonna do this, and I was thinking I'd take the two glass plates, clip them together with the binder clips. Changed my mind. Those are out. Where's the other piece of glass? Still there. Okay. I'm thinking it would be cooler if these glass were on these frames, so make it more like a glass box. And then, because it's going to be like a, did I say what it was? It's going to be like an ATC holder. So I'm going to attach this piece of glass to this, and then the knob. I've gotten all the brush off of there. Have the knob there, so you can pull this in and out. And I'll have to do something here to, I don't know, make that less sharp or whatever, so that nobody gets hurt. But I'll attach my ATC to that, slide it in. But when it's a box like this, I could like put stuff in there. It'll be fun. Anyway, I just wanted to show you where I was at, what I was thinking. I was also thinking of clamping those two pieces of glass together with magnets, using magnets to hold it, because these are magnetic. See? That's out. Okay, so, and this was going to hinge the bottom of them, so that's out. Okay, what have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bucks. Not sure where I was when the battery died, but I'm gonna go through and find my hot glue, maybe some E6000, get it all glued together, and then paint it, and we'll fast forward.
So I take the pins out of all of these because I'm not gonna keep the little mat that's in there, and they'll show, so we don't want them to show. So I'm just going to use a glue stick to glue them back together. And I think I am going to use black gesso and paint that before I glue them back in, just so it'll all be nice and black. Okay, so for the glass, to make this safe, they have like glass foil, which would work, but I wasn't buying anything. I was using what I had and the stuff from the dollar store. So I have some washi tape, and I have some really gross old glossy accents. See how yellow it is? But it works great as glue, and it doesn't matter that it's yellow. And I use it sometimes over stuff if I want a vintagey sort of look. So I'm just putting that on there just to make sure that washi stays, because otherwise I don't think it would stick for very long. And it kind of looks like it's been foiled. The washi tape has a little bit of a metallic look to it. And if you want to know where I got the washi tape, it was probably Michael's. But I've had it for a long time. So here I'm gluing the top of that, and I'm trying to make sure it is perfectly centered, because I wouldn't want it to be accidentally off to one side and have that be an issue. So I'm filling the hole on what's going to be the finial, the makeup brush, and letting that harden, because it was a big hole. You could probably glue stuff into it so you had more than just glue in there, but I just filled it with glue. Now I'm going to take that, and I did smush it a little bit so it was no wider than the frame. I think I smushed it before I painted it, and then painted it black. And for this part, unless you're super, super good at aligning things really fast, I would suggest E6000, but I must have been out because I couldn't find any in my stuff. So I used the glue, and it does end up a little bit off. It's not perfectly square. I mean, if you're good at squaring things up, go for it, but I think I would like something that had a little bit more time to move. And maybe it's my glue gun, that it's like it was solid the minute it was on there. Now here I am putting the base on. I did also fill that with hot glue before, because it had a little bit of a hole because it's a candlestick. And then putting that on and letting it harden. And then we're gonna check and see if that'll go in. Voila, yay, it goes in. A little bit wonky, but it's not too bad. Nobody will notice. Alright, so I did finish painting everything, and now I'm just going with some, what is that stuff? Ink Gold, that's what that stuff is. And this one is called Old Silver. It's pretty dry. In fact, you can see it crumbling as I put it on, but it still works okay. Got it on clearance like forever ago. Anyway, so as you notice, I did not use the puzzle pieces. I decided the plain was better looking than it would have been with the puzzle pieces on the front. So the puzzle is in a tin, so I think I might alter the tin and make it a watercolor palette. If I do that, I'll probably show you what I do. But yeah, so none of the stuff that I bought that I didn't use will get wasted. It'll get used eventually. So there it is, going in and out, and I'm just gonna find a couple of ATCs, and I decided instead of magnets or clips or whatever, I would just use blue painter's tape, because it's removable, and we just tape them on. I mean, the idea is to change them out and for it to only be temporary, so I think that works. So we're just backing them up to each other, and then then putting it in there. And there we go. So here it is, sitting up. What do you think? I think it's a lot of fun. I was so happy with how it turned out. I mean, I've seen people do these and, yeah. Oh, and since it's a case, you can put objects in there. I would just be careful not to put, like, glitter or something that's not going to come out easy. Because glitter would cling to it and just stay in there forever. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.